Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back to Hanging with Mangg. We're gonna just be playing some Risk of Rain 2 here. Not that I've really been playing a whole bunch of it, but I did play it for like a few hours maybe straight the other day. You know, it's just a pretty fun game. Pretty solid stuff. But no, most of what I've been playing this week has been good old RimWorld. A lot of RimWorld this week. I'm gonna try to chill on RimWorld a little bit because Lego really wants to play it again next Saturday, and if I keep playing it non-stop, I'll burn out. So we don't want to do that. But yeah, RimWorld is good. No doubt about it. Yeah. In addition to RimWorld, I also started playing Gloomhaven on the PC because I got Frosthaven, the sequel, the board game. And I started playing that with my mom, and I was like, oh, you know, this is Gloomhaven and stuff. That's just good, solid fun. It's a little tedious doing the board game, though, compared to the digital version. And that made me think of the digital version. I was like, oh, you know, that would be fun to play with some friends online as like an ongoing game. And so then I started playing the digital version again. I was like, you know what would be cool is if I do a Let's Play of Gloomhaven. So I started recording a Let's Play of Gloomhaven. I don't know if I'll ever finish it or anything like that. You know, Gloomhaven is a pretty lengthy experience, but we'll see where it goes. I'm enjoying it so far. You know, it's if you like tactical strategy stuff, it's pretty solid. So that's what's been going on with that. As far as what I've been recording. This was my third week of my vacation for January. January is nearing its end. So one more week of nothingness to go. You know, in some ways, I've really been enjoying it. Just not having to think or worry about any of that stuff. It's been nice. But in some ways, it kind of bothers me because I feel bad that I haven't, like, cheated on my vacation and started working on stuff. I haven't worked on anything, and I feel bad. I guess that's where you hit the critical mass of your vacation, and we're like, all right, bud, enough is enough. Before before we went into January, I was like, oh well, you know, I could take that time and start working on this or start working on this and do maybe some of this, and I haven't done anything, and it's like, maybe I'm just really a lazy bastard. But on the other hand, it's like, isn't that kind of the point of vacation? Just to not do anything. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I've definitely enjoyed it. But you know, if God came down right now and said, look, Mangg, sorry, your vacation's got to get cut short, you got to work on this video right now, I don't think I'd be that upset. But I'm at the point where it's like, all right, I could work. You know, Rounder House released the Jade proposal, and I'm pretty excited to start working on that. It's going to be like 4 parts. So that should be pretty good. The only fly in the ointment for that one is that there's like a little prequel article that's not that little. It's like a whole SCP article. And I'm wondering how exactly I should do it. If I just do it as a standalone article, like, okay, you know, exploring SCP Foundation, SCP, blah, 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 blah. Not many people are going to get that it's part of the 001 proposal. So maybe I do, like, exploring the SCP Foundation, whatever the name for the whole thing is, and then part 1, and in parentheses I say it's the SCP, and then part 1 is just that SCP. I don't know. Maybe I should talk to Rounder House, see what he have to say about it. I definitely died. It's sneakily as part of a full compilation video. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I could, but no, I think it is fairly relevant. That's kind of the problem. So yeah, this may end up being 5 parts, and part 1 is just this prologue. We'll see. I still have a week to worry about such things. But yeah, overall, I think the SCP will be solid. The videos will be solid. It's always nice when the author is, like, on your side and happy that you're covering it. But yeah, so that's that. On this channel this week, we had some RimWorld. We had the end of Wings of Liberty for StarCraft 2. We had the start of the Curse of Monkey Island Let's Play, which will only be like 5 parts or something. And we had some best games of all time, and Two Brothers Play RimWorld. The best games of all time series seems to be doing pretty well. Those videos seem to garner more comments than any other videos that I do. recorded any of those in a while because of Suikoden 2 that I wanted to finish. Or get pretty far in. But, yeah, I mean, there was a time where I just recorded so many of them that it doesn't matter. We still have many to go before I run out. I mean, I'm pretty sure there were a few days in a row where I recorded like 15 every day. So that's all good. After Monkey Island, I've not recorded Heart of the Swarm yet. I'll get to it at some point. I don't know. I mean, I have the Genshin Let's Play. Which, if I can just check. I recorded a lot of Genshin. Let me just see where that's at. When the hell it even was. No. So many videos on this hard drive. This poor hard drive. No, that's that. This is Genshin. Here we go. Did I record anything else after that? No. No, because then I went back to RimWorld. Okay. Genshin is here. All right, so I recorded 16 videos so far in this Genshin Let's Play. So that's already over 16 hours of footage. And I would say, am I even halfway? Yeah, I think I am halfway through the current content in Genshin. So you're looking at like 32 videos. Probably more, I would imagine. Say 35 to be safe. And that's just for current content. You know, eventually they'll release more expansions and stuff. And I enjoyed doing the Let's Play. I enjoy Genshin, but, you know, I don't know if anyone else is interested in watching it. Does it seem really loud? What is really loud? Of course it is. Actually, just drain that. That's still so loud. My God, they make games loud nowadays. What if I do 7%? It's still like, but maybe it's the music then that's really the problem. But the sound effect, I don't even have my headphones on. They're off to the side. And I can hear it loud and clear. It's insanely loud. What the fuck? Move my microphone a little closer. Jesus. Like, what the fuck? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Genshin. So I don't know. I'll probably end up just uploading it. If only because I have not finished the Let's Play and I've kind of just left it to the side and I want to finish it. And it gets to the point where it's like, okay, I need to upload the next one. It hasn't been recorded. I have to record it. Let's do it. That's what happens. I mean, it's a good game. I mean, if you don't know anything about Genshin and all you know is like, you know, it's a gacha game or whatever, and it's just Chinese trying to get your money. Fuck. It is a good game, and you know, the whole Let's Play I did has been free to play. I haven't spent a penny. And it's just been good. And it's just a stupid amount of content for free. So, yeah. I'll probably upload it. Yeah. Over on the Exploring series, I think I kind of talked about that. I did Project Palisade, all parts combined. Tomorrow will be Eighth Commandment, both parts combined. And next week will be Demon Ogier and the Throne of Maladraug or whatever. Both parts. Most people, I think, are clear on what I'm doing as far as re-uploading this stuff and taking a break. But I did see for Spotify, when I upload stuff on Anchor and it goes to Spotify, they automatically add in this thing where it like asks people what they thought of the episode. That's not me asking each time. That's automated, if anyone has seen that. But I have looked at it. And I saw some comments from the last couple ones that were like, oh, what the hell, man? This is a re-upload. What are you doing? Like, you know, like really got upset that I'm like trying to trick them or bilk them out of their views because I'm re-uploading stuff. I agree, re-uploading is not great. And I debated about not even doing it on the podcast, the Spotify and stuff, but then you get people that complain like, why isn't this on Spotify? Well, what the hell, man? So there's no winning. There's no winning ever. Don't mind trolls. I don't think it's trolling. I think they probably are like legitimately confused and or upset. But, you know, there's just no way to tell everyone and get them to understand and, you know, and have them be happy and all. You know, it's just so fortunately that there'll only be a couple more of those. Then I saw someone on the SCP subreddit. On the SCP subreddit, there was a post talking about the new Rounder House 001 proposal. And someone commented and say, oh, I can't wait for the Exploring series to cover this. And, you know, obviously, I like comments like that. It makes me happy. Someone is excited for a future video. Every YouTuber would be very glad for that. But then someone else commented, apparently one of my patrons, and said, oh, well, unfortunately, Exploring series is going to be shifting away from SCP starting in February. I didn't respond or anything. I didn't comment. But, I mean, first of all, it's kind of privileged information. I mean, I guess, first of all, it's not wholly accurate. But, for one, it's somewhat privileged information. I try to assume that anything posted privately on Patreon is kind of for patrons. You know, it's like a secret little club that you buy into. That's what Patreon is. You know, like cosplayers and stuff. They get angry if people repost their pictures that people have paid for on Patreon. And rightfully so. I mean, that's like copyright infringement and stuff. It's basically theft. But I try to think that information is sort of the same way. I mean, you can't, there's no stopping it. Jesus, I suck at this game. The post was a troll. Well, I mean, that information wouldn't just, oh, you think they took the info that the post that I made on Patreon? Oh, okay. No. No, I mean, it's not wholly accurate. What I said on Patreon was, this was back in November, I think, that I was thinking about, as a very hazy thing, at some point, maybe in 2023, starting to shift away from SCP. Now, I mean, I've already talked about this on Hanging with Mangg. Hanging with Mangg is like super Patreon. This is where you get all the inside info. But I definitely did not say February, and I definitely did not mean February. March, maybe, if SCP really went into the dumps quickly. But yeah, February, that's not accurate, because especially there's no way I'm ditching SCP as I'm about to cover this like 5-parter big proposal. Yeah, Mangg food. That will never return, despite some people clamoring for it. Any plans for something like exploring Chrono Trigger story? You loved that, and the Final Fantasy one as well. Well, I did explore. I mean, unless you mean like further lore videos on Chrono Trigger and stuff, there's no plans for that. If I do any other video game stuff, it's different games. And I mean, I'd really like to do different games, but the amount of work involved for the views involved is just, it doesn't really make sense for me to dedicate time to it compared to just making more mainstream lore stuff or SCP stuff. But more videos like that for old school games. Yeah. Right when I had finished Final Fantasy, I was like, I want to do more. I want to do plenty more of these. I want to do Final Fantasy Tactics. I want to do Secret of Evermore. I want to do Final Fantasy 1. You know, I want to do a bunch of games. And I started recording Final Fantasy Tactics and Secret of Evermore. And then I kind of abandoned the whole project because of the lack of views on those other two things, which just took a lot of time and effort. I mean, yeah, I have already recorded Final Fantasy Tactics and Secret of Evermore in my past Let's Plays, but when recording it for a story video, I have to go a bit slower. I have to be a bit more methodical in what I record so I can get all the proper footage. So it has to be re-recorded, and then the writing process. I mean, it's just a lot of work. So... And then there's Final Fantasy XIV, which I have recorded most of the patch quests after Realm Reborn. But getting around to finishing that is another big deal. And that would be more likely just because of the views that I've gotten on the Final Fantasy XIV video. Hey, Zachary, I am doing pretty well, I would say. Pretty damn well. You know, it's tricky. I generally don't care about, like, the algorithm and subscriber counts and viewer counts and revenue and all these kind of things. But at a certain point, it's really hard to not care about that when it is your job. Unless you're just completely independently wealthy and retired and you just make YouTube videos entirely for fun. It's just something you kind of have to care a little bit about. Where my time goes. Where my effort goes. I would say the chance of me doing another Final Fantasy XIV video is fairly high at some point. I would even say the chance of me doing some other video game video, such as, I would probably say the best bet is Final Fantasy Tactics. I would say that is decently high at some point. Beyond that, I couldn't even begin to speculate or promise anything. But yeah, back to the Patreon thing. I don't think it really, I mean, you know, the amount of people that saw that guy's comment that aren't part of my Patreon, you know, probably pretty small number. And eventually, if I do pivot out of SCP, you know, plenty of people will know. But the bottom line is I'm not an SCP channel. And if there's views elsewhere, I like not being beholden to anything. Like the Volgan. I mean, he's very specifically an SCP channel. He is tied to the SCP community. I think he probably would do just fine with like creepypasta and stuff. But beyond that, I don't know what he could really pivot his channel to. But, you know, that's up to him. I doubt he ever would, because I don't think SCP's disappearing. And I could probably do SCP forever and do okay, but, you know, I like other things too. And I think about how many other communities would be glad to have me make videos for their franchises and for their lore, and, you know. We'll see. But not February. That's erroneous. It's erroneous information. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll have more to talk about. Well, not really. I mean, I don't talk about the actual work that I do that much. So me going back to work doesn't really make much of a difference for this, for hanging with Mangg. But yeah, yep. Excited for The Last of Us tonight, though, that's for sure. I think we're finally going to see some clickers and stuff, and it's going to be pretty freaky. Really makes me want to replay Last of Us, but I'm going to hold off until it comes to Steam. It must just not be ready, because, or there must be some other thing, because I don't know why they wouldn't release it on Steam right now when, like, Last of Us hype is pretty high. I guess we'll see. But yeah, that'll probably do us for now. So more RimWorld, of course, this week. The rest of Curse of Monkey Island. Probably followed by Genshin Impact. I think we wanna get that out there. It's a good game, I swear. I swear. I can't get a single person I know to try it out. Like, no matter how much I say how good it is, or it's like Breath of the Wild, but with good combat. Like, I just can't convince people to give it a try. It's really a shame. For a little while, I was trying to get Lego to play it so we could do, like, co-op on stream, but he doesn't really like open world games, so, you know, that is a problem. It is a very big world. But yeah, that'll be that. Then on the Exploring series, we have Eighth Commandment, both parts. And that'll pretty much do it. So my name is Mangg. This has been Hanging with Mangg. And I will see you fine folks next week.